Kora Bahya Kora Bahya. Hi everyone, I'm True Soul, and this is my Star Wars Black Series collection update video. So yeah guys, right now you are seeing every Star Wars Black Series action figure that I've collected this year. I usually try to do a recap at the end of the year or near the end of the year. These figures that you're seeing here, all of them are figures that I've collected this year. They're not necessarily ones that came out this year, even though I try to mostly include ones that came out this year. But I also did a video of some of my other action figures that I collected. I decided to do Star Wars separately because it would have just been way too many figures. So I decided to do Star Wars separately. And I got some very highly anticipated figures in here. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and go across the board. Starting over here, I got the Tusken Chieftain, which the Tusken Chieftain I got from Walmart. I don't usually find figures that I want in stores anymore. Most of the time I order most of my stuff. So it's kind of nice to find a figure that I actually wanted that was in a brick and mortar store so I could just get them. I also got the Pike Soldier. I thought he looked kind of cool. Design doesn't look necessarily like how it did in like the Clone Wars show, but this one's from the Book of Boba Fett, so it kind of has that more live action look, for better or worse. Let me see, I finally got me an Ezra. Now this is the one from the Ahsoka series, but on my display I just put him with the other rebels, the other members of like the Ghost Crew. Speaking of which, I finally got a Sabine Wren, and I got a Chopper. I got both of these from Walmart as well. In fact, this whole little group over here I got from Walmart. So now that I got Ezra, Sabine, and Chopper, I now have the complete Ghost Crew. So really glad I was able to finish another team. And let's keep moving over here. I can't remember this stormtrooper's name. I think it's Captain Enoch. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, guys. But I got a 2-pack of him and Night Trooper, which is pretty much some zombie stormtroopers. So I thought that was kind of cool and unique. So there's some more Imperials for the shelf. Also got the HK, I believe this is HK-47. He's an assassin droid, and I'm gonna tell you right now guys, he's very annoying to make stand up. I don't know what it is about some of these droids, but some of them do not want to stand up. I had to put him in this kind of more unique looking pose because he kept falling over. And even when I display him, I have to put some freaking sticky putty on his feet just to keep him from falling over in my display. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy. He looks cool, but displaying him is very annoying. So let's go ahead and keep moving over here. And I got the Republic Commando. I'm gonna get another one of these because the Republic Commando comes with an interchangeable face where it has like that bearded old guy that may or may not be Captain Rex. I'm still not sure if that's confirmed or not. And I got the re-release of Hunter. Very hard figure to get. Him and Crosshair are so hard to get, but I was finally able to get them, thankfully, because they re-released them again, for better or worse. I know some people get kind of mad when they re-release stuff, but I don't care because I want Star Wars fans to have the figures of characters that they like. So you can re-release them as many times as you want. I don't care. Anywho, we're gonna keep moving on here, and I got Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. I believe this one, I can't remember which version this one is, but this is now my definitive version. I like his cloth goods cape. His articulation's really decent. Comes with the dark saber, so he's just checking off a lot of boxes. And just real quick, I don't know if you guys noticed, but yes, I have Short Round down here. Yes, I know he's not a Star Wars character, but I recently found him on eBay and I just put him up here kind of just for fun. So yes, I'm aware Short Round's not a Star Wars character. I just thought it'd be funny. And moving up here, we got 2 Imperial officers. One of them's from Andor, and I mostly got him because he had a kind of a unique look in terms of like Imperials, and I do kind of need some more Imperial officers for the shelf. I also got this lady over here who's from the Kenobi series. I do not remember her name. I'm sorry. I'll probably put it up here in post, but I do not remember her name at all. We're going to keep going over here. I got Cara Dune over here that I was able to find on Amazon for a fairly decent price. Cara Dune is still, you know, kind of pricey, mostly because they only re-released her once in a special wave. I don't think they're going to be re-releasing her anytime soon due to reasons. But I got her now, so I think all I need now to make mine definitive, I guess, Mandalorian team, I need IG-12. Still waiting for them to re-release IG-12 that's a little bit bigger. As of recording this video, they recently announced that they were making an they're making an IG-12, but he comes with like Grogu, like where Grogu's like controlling him, if you guys remember that from like the 3rd season, I think. But what I need is an IG-11 that's the proper height. Anywho, let's keep going down here. We got Little Annie that I got way earlier this year. I also got the best part of the Ahsoka series, Baylan over here. This is the Walmart exclusive, and the only real difference is that he comes with a cape. I remember some people kind of talk about that they felt like Baylan was a little on the small side, and I kind of agree with that. From the show, he kind of seemed like really, you know, seemed pretty tall. I don't know if he was as tall as like Darth Vader, but he definitely had some height to him. So I don't know if for whatever reason Hasbro feels like re-releasing a Baylan that's taller, I might get that one. But you know what, this one works for me for now, so I'm not gonna get too bent out of shape about that. Next we got Star Killer over here. Figure that I'm very glad to finally have in my collection. Also got Padme for episode 1, and we're moving into some more like Clone Wars era stuff. We got Ahsoka, I think it's Padawan Ahsoka. This isn't her like original Padawan fit. This is the one you kind of see more in like season, kind of around like season 3, season 4 of the Clone Wars. Only weird thing is, I feel like I remember one of her lightsabers being yellow. And I'm pretty sure both of these are the lightsabers that came with her. I did display her without them for a little bit and then put them back. I'm pretty sure one of these is supposed to be yellow. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and fact check that. But we also got Kai Mundi sitting back there. Really good looking figure. Highly anticipated figure, so I'm very glad we got that. And if you guys notice in the back, I got a couple of figures from the Acolyte. I got May and I got Master Soul. I mostly got them just because I think, you know, as you guys know, I like Jedi. I am planning on getting the rest of the Acolyte Jedi figures just because I have a couple stop motion ideas that I want to do on top of that. And, you know, you always need background Jedi, you know. So moving right along, I got the B2 Super Battle Droid. Actually, this year was a good year for droids because as you can see, I got the B2 Super Battle Droid, I got the Magna Guard, I got the Destroyer Droid, and I got a droid with a Stat Speeder. So very good stuff. I cannot wait to put these guys on the display. And I also got a re-release of Commander Fox. Now, he is, of course, on the, since this is a re-release, he's on the old clone body. They're probably at some point gonna re-release, like, the clone commanders on the new clone body, because right now a lot of them are on the old one. So, looking forward to that. Now, let's move over here Saw Gerrera, probably the cheapest figure that I got this year. I got him on sale on Amazon. He was literally less than $10. I guess Saw Gerrera is not a very highly coveted character. And moving up here, I have the new Darth Maul. And guys, this Darth Maul is not like the older Darth Mauls. He's on a new sculpted body. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, in fact, I'm going to grab him and hopefully not make anything fall. But the pose that I have him in right now, guys, my old Darth Maul literally would have struggled to stay in that pose. But this Darth Maul has no such weaknesses. So I'm very glad that they released him. I also like his sculpt a lot better. The way the robe kind of sits, how it kind of falls a little bit, looks a little bit more accurate to how he actually looked in the movie. So I'm very glad that we were able to get a new Darth Maul. I'm going to be playing around with this Darth Maul a little bit, but he's probably going to end up being my definitive Darth Maul. I still have the older one. In fact, let me go grab it real quick so I can show you guys. So I still have the old Darth Maul, but I mostly had him in like his fully cloaked robe. So I'm probably still going to keep this one just for that, unless you can pop this head off and stick it on the new one. I haven't tried doing that yet, but hey, let's do a live experiment. And if you guys see this video, then it means that it worked. So guys, this is the robed head for Maul, and this is him on the new body. I will go ahead and say, if you do want to pop the head off and use that cloak for the new Darth Maul, I would say be careful, because technically the head's not actually popped in there. I'm just having it rest on the neck, and the reason is because the ball joint inside the head, most of the time when you pop it off of these new figures, the ball joint comes with the head. So you would probably have to heat that up or boil it a little bit to pop that out, so you can actually put this head securely on there. But I just wanted to show you guys how it looked, if that's something that you guys want to do. I'm really trying not to mess up any of my figures, and I don't really have plans to make any customs as of this moment. I just wanted you guys to see how it looks, and it actually looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick the other head back on there. But yeah, anyway, really like the way this Darth Maul turned out, and can't wait to start displaying him and most likely doing some stop motions, because this Darth Maul has a lot better articulation. But anyway, let's get back to the recap. Alright, no one fell over this. Good. So moving right along, above Darth Maul, I got Palpy up there from Revenge of the Sith. Was really looking forward to that figure as well. There are a couple of things that I wasn't quite expecting. For example, the hood is completely plastic, so you cannot even take that off. You could probably pop it off, but I don't want to risk it. And I was also, I don't know why, I guess these are the accurate colors. I was expecting his outfit to be a little bit more gray. And he only comes with this face that just kind of makes him look like he's just kind of slightly happy. The other Palpatine came with like more of like a grimace face. I wanted to see if I could put that face on here, but I'm a little worried about trying to take that hood off and then not being able to put it back on. So I'm probably going to leave Palpatine as is and not really mess with him all that much. And right over here we got the Imperial Armored Trooper. Imperial Armored Trooper. I think that this is a pretty cool figure. I remember when it first came out, there was some collectors that said they felt like the head was a little small. And even though I think it looks cool, I kind of see what they were talking about, because the Imperial, armored troopers, they're supposed to be people, not robots. But the way the head looks, the head's so small, it doesn't even look like you could fit an actual person's head in there. So it's not the same, kind of like with the regular stormtroopers and clone troopers that they make now. But that's a very minor gripe. This still is a very awesome looking figure, and I can't wait to start displaying them and doing some stop motion ideas with this guy. And last but not least, the hardest figure for me to get lately, Crosshair, who, yes, is also a re-release. Him and Hunter are probably the hardest members of the Bad Batch to get. I was about to end up settling for getting the freaking Shadow Trooper version of Crosshair, but thankfully they re-released him, and he just looks really awesome. I like this giant sniper rifle. I didn't realize how big it was until you actually get like a physical representation of Crosshair in your hand. But really glad that they decided to re-release this figure. And yeah, it's just for me anyways, a pretty good time to be a Star Wars collector. Looking forward to what they have in store in the future, even though it is a little annoying because sometimes it feels like they just keep re-releasing certain things that fans seem to have enough of. But hopefully they're just doing that so they can eventually fund the new stuff. Like Kai Mundi. Really need some more Alien Jedi, Hasbro. Still need Luminara. We still need Shakti. And those are just like the tip of the iceberg. But we'll just have to wait and see. So before I start rambling too much, guys, that's going to do it for me. Comment down below if you have any of these figures and which ones are your favorite. And also, be sure to follow me on my socials as you'll stay updated whenever I have plans to upload a video, as well as see exclusive photos and videos that you will not see in my YouTube videos. Alright guys, until then, be sure to like, subscribe, and go to my channel to check out other videos. Catch you later.